So Fiji have got themselves the victory over Ireland and will move on to the semi-final of the Olympics competition, which gives them a 75% chance that they will be walking away from this competition with a medal. The question is, will it yet again be another gold medal? But in this review, we are going to be looking through at what happened throughout this game and tell you what, it was an edge of the seat encounter. Ireland, an extremely valiant effort. Once again, though, just coming up short in a contest, a little bit similar to what happened up against New Zealand in the group stage. They found themselves just in those last few moments conceding the try from Fiji, who just didn't want to give up in this game. They did have moments of ill discipline. They did have moments of handling issues, but in the end, winning it by the 4. But the tries for the Fijians, there were 3 in total, one of which scored by Waisia Natungu, another scored by Osifu Masi, and then the third being scored by Georgi Nasova for the Fijians. Now, he has been a real super sub for Fiji throughout this Olympics competition, and I wouldn't be surprised if in the game up against Australia, who are now confirmed as Fiji's semi-final opponents, he can have the impact as well. For the Irish, we saw a really strong game from Che Mullins in this fixture. He scored himself 2 tries. Anytime he was within 10 metres of the goal line, it just seemed like a certainty that he would be able to run that ball in. We also saw the try from Zach Ward. Now, it was very close to the touchline, and I'm not sure whether or not they looked at it enough to see if he had gone into touch, but it was pretty much 50-50 of whether it was going to be awarded as a try. In the end, it was. It gave Ireland that nice lead heading into half-time. But Fiji, as always, when they are down, they fire back, and that is exactly what they had to do in this matchup. Up till that point, we had seen the 2 favourites, New Zealand and Argentina, both lose their quarterfinals. So on the other side of the draw, it will be South Africa versus France. But Fiji, the gold medalists, they did not want to go out of this competition easy. And after being undefeated in the group stage, they really had to dig deep. There were some questionable decisions throughout this game, I will say, overall. There were moments that I wasn't sure whether or not the right decision was made in terms of the officiating. We don't normally mention about it on the channel. We try and give the benefit of the doubt, but we've had no consistency throughout this Olympics competition, and I'm very worried with only a few games left that it's going to cost a side their Olympic dreams. Fiji, they possibly had a try scored off a knock-on. They had that one possibly go in their favour. Ireland, I thought Zach Ward was actually in touch when he scored his try, so Ireland probably had that one go in their favour. There are a few moments in the breakdown, which to be honest is always the case in sevens, that it can be a bit 50-50, but it just seemed a little bit too strict in this game overall compared to some of the others that we had seen. But that just tells us, for one, Fiji need to make sure that their discipline is a lot better in their next game up against Australia, and 2, they will be hoping that it's not a wet game, because we did see a little bit of rain falling earlier on in the evening session, and it seems like that did impact quite a few of the sides in the way that they were able to play. Fiji wanting to go for those offloads as much as possible. Someone who is a master at them at the moment is Celestino Ravatamanda, ending up with another try assist in this game. He has to be in the starting lineup if Fiji want to get themselves the win. But of course, we will be doing our preview for the Fiji versus Australia game, as well as South Africa versus France. They will be coming out in the near future, as the next game for Fiji is just under 2 days away. But do let me know what you thought of this game. Ladies and gentlemen, were there certain players that you felt really did step up? I thought Terry Kennedy for the Irish did extremely well throughout this game. He was one of the players that just wouldn't give up, no matter what was happening on the field. He had to run it sideways a few times because he didn't want to run straight into a wall of big Fijian players, but he kept the ball going forward at times as well for the Irish. And like I said, I thought it was a tremendous performance from Che Mullins, as well as Zach Ward for the Fijians. Celestino Ravatamanda, he was looking strong. Kiminelli Rasaku, that man has got the X factor, and he is going to be one to watch out for in the semi-final as well. But nonetheless, thank you all very much for tuning into the short review. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. And like I said, do let me know what you thought of the match in the comments down below. And I will see you all for the next one.